Let's see what we get here. Let's see what we get in this energy here. Let's see what we get in this energy here. Collective, welcome back to another video. You could be chosen. Yes, you could be chosen. Your name could be Jeffrey. You could be an Aquarius male here. You may like that song Shake It Off by Taylor Swift here. Yeah. Yes. Collective, happy birthday, beautiful love bugs. Celebrating your birthdays today. We're in Pisces season. You may like the singer Robin Thicke. Yeah, Pisces season, the High Priestess. Ooh. You could have spiritual insight here. You could be emotionally stable here. You could have gifts and gifted divination. You may not abuse divination. Don't do that. You could be you could have esoteric wisdom here, knowledge. You're aware of things that are yet to be revealed. Spirit guides are with you. Period. Take this message how it resonates. You could be a psychic. Don't be trying to hurt the psychics. Yeah, I see the word no. No, karmatic energy. Do not try to hurt the psychics. They're doing their job like you're doing yours. This is the truth. This is the truth. December 2024 could have been significant. You may like the singer Fantasia. She got a song called You Got Me Waiting. But I can't keep waiting on you. Acting like whatever, like I'm going to always be around. What you think, you some sort of PIMP? Yeah, and you can hang in these streets and that'll be all right with me? No. It's a strong no. Somebody really thought you was some sort of sucker. It's possible. I see the word yes. Could be a Pisces. The number 12 can show Pisces. Okay, somebody who... Oh, boy. They thought a little too much of themselves in this situation. This could be a guy. Yeah, you could be experiencing a glow up here. You could have, like, your skin. Okay, it could be pretty. You could be glowing. You could be a scientist. You could like science. Your name could be Al. Look, the High Priestess is here again. Wow. The High Priestess is a gifted one. Okay, somebody was playing on the top of a High Priestess. The strength is a yes. Yep. A Pisces or Leo. Aquarius here. They wanted the psychic's energy. They could have been clinging on to the psychic here. Obsessed with a psychic here. Watching or stalking a psychic. The number 12 with the number 3. The 12th house reveals the number 3. 12th house revealing a criminal. Somebody shady here. They were talking crap about a psychic. Ooh, this is a King of Wands in a reverse. He's a racist. He's a liar. He's prejudiced. Very deceiving. A devious person. One whose main focus is self-promotion. They were talking crap about a psychic here. A devious person. A liar. Dang. I see the word rejected money. They wanted you to be rejected of money. That's wild. We should never interfere with a person's ability to maintain themselves in the physical world, because our Heavenly Father looks at that. That is the biggest way to get your ass handed to you. You can't interfere with the way somebody makes money and provide for themselves. It's not advisable to do it. Somebody may have wanted you to have some sort of rejection concerning finances here. Rejected finances. Somebody wanted you to be in some sort of lackluster or impoverished type of energy. This could be somebody that's poor in the spirit. I mean, that's what it's giving. The number 5 can show somebody being poor in the spirits. Period. They devious. Dang. Somebody whose only focus is on themselves here. Period. They show up as toxic. I mean, we seen them as devious. This could be a depressed ass Leo here. They had some sort of a big ego. Aggression. You may have experienced a stillbirth or a miscarriage. My condolences to you, divine feminine, divine masculine. You may have. Wow. You could be cleansing your energy at this time. Divine feminine, you could have pretty lips here. My goodness gracious. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, I see the high priestess with the page of cups. It can show a psychic. This psychic is this psychic, they're Jupiter here. Period. There could be a female that's devious here. Maybe prejudice here. Take this message how it resonate. Maybe some sort of feminine hater. This could be some sort of feminine hater. I don't know. It's possible they show up as toxic here. Divine timing is at play. You could have a lot of air in your birth chart. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Go study your natal chart. Period. You're coming out of the Ten of Wands. That's good. Ten of Wands in a reverse. It can show heavy burdens being lifted. You know what I'm saying? Collective. You could be praying here. Wow. Yeah, you could be somebody that's not hanging around people that are engaging in unhealthy relationships. You may not hang around those type of people. But a devious person that shows some sort of toxicity towards you here. Look, I told you your spirit guides are here. Angels, ancestors, passed on loved ones. Ugh. You could be married, and this could be a toxic single friend of yours. I don't know. Oh, relative that you're not talking to. They're devious. My goodness. They didn't want you to have money here, or they could just be jealous because of your prominence, your status here. Wow. Damn, they tried to cause a tower. Divine Feminine, you could have just got married. Congratulations. Damn, the 7th house with the 8th house. That's the number 78. The number 78 says that's what it's supposed to be for you. Period. Somebody may have tried to cause some sort of disturbance so that you wouldn't get married. Maybe to somebody prominent, influential, wealthy. And maybe somebody didn't want you to marry a chiropractor, a lawyer, a dentist, or a doctor here. A policeman, police chief, firefighter, garbage man. Okay. Somebody wealthy in the spirits. Somebody didn't want you to marry this person. Yeah, a devious person. This devious person could be somebody you grew up with. Childhood friend. Wow, somebody you got children with. You could have 2 children with. Somebody you show some sort of goodwill towards. Kindness towards. You had innocence concerning the situation, perhaps. It's what it's given. They may have abused some sort of influence they had in some sort of sick attempt to cause you to have some sort of delay or injustice here. They show up as immature. This could be a family member. Immature family member. They needed some sort of support here. This is a female in some cases that's jealous because you married a prominent man. Period. 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 Yeah. Some sort of turbulence here. Stress. They could be going into the spirit. I mean, the spirit with the 6 of Swords, that is a spirit. They could be in trouble here. Damn. They could have tried to make you want to go back into the spirit here. They may have done some unaliving magic here. Oh my God. Yep, I told you, the boss daddy. Somebody jealous you married the boss daddy. The boss daddy love you. The Justice is the house of relationships. You married with the marriage, the Justice, the boss daddy. I love you. Damn, you married to a boss that love you. Somebody was jealous. They're devious. Damn. They could have wanted you to suffer a miscarriage. Have a stillbirth. Wow. They may have been corrupt here. Well, we see them as devious. This is a female that thinks she could get any man she wants. I see the word yes, yes. They couldn't get this boss daddy. Or maybe they didn't think, maybe this is a female that thinks she's prettier. Oh, I'm prettier. I'm more this, I'm more that. But he chose you. He chose you. She's like, what? How? That type of energy. Where they do that at? She's like, huh? She's confused. She may have gotten plastic surgery. She could be very beautiful here. Okay? But very devious. What's that song called? Man Eater. This is a man eater. Oh, here she comes. Watch out, boy, she'll chew you up. Yeah, she's a man eater. This could be a jealous sibling. This could be your brother, divine masculine, your homeboy, your old friend. You ain't seen him in years, perhaps. You have a prominent wife, partner. The thought of you having this. They may be the one that always gets all the attention. You kind of like may not care for that type of stuff. Period. You may attract boss daddies. Divine feminine, you may attract boss daddies. I see the word yes. This could be a Leo female that's money hungry, talking crap about you. They wanted you to be rejected. This could be somebody. You could be married to somebody of a different race. It could just be there could be, you guys could be of different skin colors, perhaps. They could be prejudiced towards your partner's skin complexion. It's just crazy stuff. This person they want your boss daddy. They're jealous because you have a boss daddy. Yes, yes, yes. They could be on some sort of drug. I see the cocaine energy here. Dust. Some sort of powder. This is a mean ass female, the Queen of Swords. Damn. Something not right with them. The number 4 shows us. Oh, they're in their 40s. 48. Sagittarius female. Scorpio female. Taurus female. Oh, Cancer female. Yeah, they might look good, but they could be devious. Take this message how it resonates. Prejudice. Damn. You may like that song, These Are My Confessions, by the singer Usher. Is this a side piece or a mistress? Or somebody that would be willing to be? This could just be the type of person that they are. Like, I don't know. Michael Jackson, he spoke about this type of person. Dirty Diana. Okay. Wow. She coming on strong. Wow. Here, they want to be the preferred choice. They kind of feel some type of way about you marrying your boss daddy. Or they could just be jealous because you are this boss daddy. Maybe this is like a brother or a friend. They get all the attention. They never just, maybe never would have thought that you would rise to such prominence, or that you were capable or smart enough to be of such prominent status, wealth, or esteem. This is like a brother, like an older brother that tries to put down his younger brother. Insult the intelligence of his younger brother. Take this message how it resonates. But the younger brother, he goes on to be very successful. Period. Nurturing. Psychic. Wow. And he goes on to marry a very beautiful woman here, prominent woman. Some sort of jealousy is here. OMG. This could be, wow. There could be a mother figure here that's jealous of you in an extreme way. You could be a Pisces female. Take this. Pisces females, they are magical. They could be magical. They represent the high priestess. It's not a Pisces female. This could be a Leo female. Take this message how it resonates. Taurus, Leo. They fix. This could be somebody that has fixed modality, like they're fixed energy. So they could be stubborn. Yeah, I'm gonna be bad here, and I'm not gonna stop being bad here because I've made my mind up to be bad here. That could show fixed energy. Scorpio, Taurus, Leo, Aquarius is fixed energy. They set on something. That's it. Okay, so somebody was set on being a problem here, being deceptive or devious. Somebody need to let something go. They're in poor health. They could be trying to cause you to have some sort of mental confusion, some sort of stress. This could be a female that you're not talking to. Maybe. Maybe. Okay, take this message how it resonates. Maybe they're not nurturing. I see the word nurturing, and I see the word yes. Somebody who didn't feed into. I mean, you want something to grow, you gotta kind of put the effort in that it requires to make it grow. You want your flowers to grow, baby. You gotta water them. Period. You want a relationship to work. You gotta put the work in. Maybe this is somebody who's so, they're used to their looks. Okay, their looks, their physical body, their physical looks. They're so used to that shit just working for them. They don't put the work in. Yeah, they just say, hey, it's just all about my looks here. I see the word yes. Hey, yeah, I can get any man I want. Just based upon how I look here. Maybe when they were younger, they were able to. Maybe they could be getting older here. This could be an aging, narcissistic female. They're not nurturing here. Damn. I see reconciliation. Yeah, you could be in Mexico here, Spain, Portugal, Brazil, Colombia, yeah, Cambodia. Wow. You may like that show Knight Rider. Knight Rider. This could be a female that's a dark priestess. They had an episode on the Knight Rider where some witchcraft was done in that episode. It wasn't the last episode of Knight Rider. He dealt with a voodoo priestess, I believe. Period. Go watch the show Knight Rider. My goodness, I see the word yes. You could be in your Queen of Pentacles energy. Okay. You could be a boss. You could be a female boss. Oh, the King and the Queen of Pentacles with the marriage next to the Justice. There you go. Somebody is extremely jealous of some wealthy people right here. These wealthy people married. This could be like a bachelor here. This could be like a long life. This could be like a bachelor. He's been single his whole life. He just been maybe screwing off all his life here. I don't know. Maybe he see you go on to get married and be happy and be prominent. He's could be upset about it or jealous. There was some sort of attempt to cause some sort of issue regarding the house of marriage here. Your 7th house, period. This is a strong yes. Yeah, this is a devious female that shows up as weak as hell. It's all about her looks, baby. She just say, hey, all I need is just my looks will get me what I need. But she doesn't take the time to nurture the connections the way that they should be. Okay, it's possible. Somebody got a lot of self-doubt. They weak, low self-esteem, lack of confidence. They feel inadequate, impotent. They may have gotten bullied when they were younger. The one that got bullied turned out to bully. My goodness, or it's possible. They could have bullied you when you were younger. This could be a childhood friend, a relative. The strength is a yes. My goodness. I see the number 89. They could be a dark practitioner. I spoke about a voodoo priestess here. Oh, excuse me. Look at the marriage. Told you. Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. Contract, marriage. Yes. Somebody was competitive here. They angry. They didn't think you were pretty enough, qualified enough, or they just can't believe it's you that was chosen here. This man chose you here. This woman, she chose you here. You could drive a Mercedes or a BMW. Maybe you're getting a new car here. I don't know what this is. I see the word yes. Opportunity coming in for that. It could be about your financial status here. It looks like there's a devious person that kind of overlooked you here. I mean, this is somebody that's self-serving. They may overlook a lot of people. I mean, that's just what it's about them. It's just the energy is showing us somebody who just all about themselves. I see the Knight of Swords in a reverse. Knight of Swords in a reverse. It can show them needing to calm down with some sort of aggression. Like, calm that shit down, bro. Let it go. Leave them alone. I see the word yes. Yes. They want to come clean here. They may want to confess something. Maybe I got my side piece pregnant. This could be your husband or ex-husband. I don't know. They could have been devious towards you. They got a conscience. Oh, their conscience kicking in now? The conscience kicking in now. They want to turn over a new leaf. They want to confess. They want to confess something. They want to come clean. Yeah, I was devious towards you. Basically. I am devious. Yes. They're devious. Oh, they may have to confess something before time's run out in a situation. They may know that maybe they got a spiritual warning to do something here. They got to do something here. Maybe they feel like they got to do something here. Time is running out. They got to come clean. This could show them. This could show them confessing their sins before God, repenting for their sins. They didn't want somebody to get married here, or they were jealous because somebody got married. Is a boss daddy want to marry someone here? The fact that this person thought they thought they were better than you. I mean, that's what it's given. Prettier, I'm prettier, sexier, okay? More popular, I got more money, more friends, I'm a high roller. But the boss daddy chose you. You may not be money hungry, okay? Didn't Tupac say that? You a money hungry woman and you need to change. Okay. Yeah, the boss daddy's a leader here. He's in charge. Man, the boss daddy could be seen as an inspiration to other people here. He's a venturous man who takes charge. He got some projects going on too. Yeah, somebody didn't want you with him, or they're jealous because you are, or they could be jealous of the boss daddy here. His brother, his old girlfriend, baby mama, they didn't think you would be able to beat. I don't know. It's like somebody counted you out here. Somebody looked down on you in a big way. This is a guy in some cases. This is a guy that thought that he was devious. Yeah, you're happier without this person. You got a clear head space now. This could be an ex. Could be an a relative that you're not speaking to. The number 78 is the current spiritual records. Wow. The number 78 with the number 83, current spiritual records. The number 7 is Libra. The number 8 is Scorpio. Dark relative, dark old lover. The number 78, 38, dark old lover, dark relative. They're a criminal. They're devious. They got to come clean. Time is running out. Maybe they're going to confess. No. They may some stuff may come out about them after they have already left. Okay? Something like that. Maybe you're finding out some stuff about some people. Some information coming out, okay? Period. Wow. You could be in California. Hey, California. Yeah, it look like they're gonna take some to the end here. Period. I see the number 8, Scorpio, with the number 4, Cancer. They're dangerous. This dangerous person, they're exhausted. Somebody you're divorced from. Divorce vows. I see the vows with divorce. I feel like this is somebody who tried to break up a divine union. This dangerous person. They wanted you guys to break up, divorce, not get together, not reconcile, not work something out, not be around to get married, perhaps. Remarried, enter into a divine union. This could be your relationship with God. You getting saved here. You accepting Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior here. You getting on your divine path and journey here. This person was the runt. They're like the runt. They show up as the runt of the litter. Okay. Period. They may have gotten bullied at a young age. Period. They can have some sort of instability concerning their mental. I see the word yes, yes. They could be battered, war battered. Battered by war. They started a war here. They're beat up. Your spiritual team could be kicking, doing the right thing here, kicking tail here. They were foolish. You could like the singer Ashanti. Period. Yeah, this is a scary person. I don't know. They have some sort of fear of the unknown. They were impulsive here. Poor judgment. Inexperience. They didn't know what they were up against. This could be your ex-husband, ex-wife. Masculine. They're in masculine energy. Old lover. The lover's in a reverse is an old lover. Some sort of disharmony. Trust issues. Imbalance. There was conflict. Lack of accountability. They have a lack of accountability. Detachment. This is somebody, you know how a foolish son is a ruin to his father? Okay. This could be somebody that kind of disgraced their family. The family don't want nothing to do with them. It's possible. The daddy cut him off, mama cut him off, sister cut him off. They had to, releasing pain. They may have caused other people to become depressed here. They have this harmony within themselves and in their relationships here. This is a troublemaker. Well, we see them as devious. You could be in California, you could be in New York. It's like they want to compromise here. I see this coming clean energy compromise, end of conflict. Reaching agreement. Petty squabbling. This is a petty squabbler. They were arrogant, they were reckless, they were hyper deceptive or hyperactive daredevil. This is a daredevil. Devious daredevil. Overly confident, loud, show off. This Knight of Wands in a reverse, it will show somebody reckless as hell. Contentious man, stirs up strife. Somebody stirred up strife. They may have caused discord regarding your marriage or your relationship. You guys may have fight. Y'all may have got into some sort of argument. Oh boy, some sort of trouble at home here. A devious person was behind that. Damn. You could like the singer Genuine. You may be a genuine person. Look at the word lovers. Divine feminine. This man can't handle you. They could be your fan or a groupie. This man is like jealous because you have a real man right here. If she acts like a little girl, around you, it's because she's dealing with a real man. If she acts like a mother, it's because she's dealing with like a childish little boy. Period. Yeah, you got a real man you're married to. Period. Wow, wow. This a female right here. She's something else. This a guy right here. They think they are the top. They think they top shelf here. But we see otherwise here. This person is physically. It's just about the physical. It's just, physical appearance. And they may not even be all that attractive. This could be like an aging narcissist. That appeal starts to wear off as they get older. That charm, that appeal. Yeah, this could be a fan of yours. Dang. They show up as a groupie. This Dirty Diana, divine masculine. Watch out for her ass. Okay, she wants you. She's like, pick me. Okay. You may like the rapper Common. This could be like a common thief. R.I.P. Biggie Smalls. Okay, they may be like petty. We see them as petty squabbler. Petty. You could be in Compton here. They may have thought you were incompetent here. Or they tried to play you like you were stupid or slow here. Like, what the fuck? The devil. The devil is stressed. Time is running out. You could be in Australia. Find location. Yeah, they could be trying to find you out back. What the hell? Find location out back, Australia. Maybe they want to know your location. Or, yeah, don't share your location. Okay. The Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords. I feel like this person is scrambling because they have to do something. They got to confess. Maybe this is, once again, they have to confess their sins before God. We all do. We have to repent for our sins. They were angry. This person, this feels like some sort of crazy. This person is so mad that you were chosen to marry this man. Or that you guys are happy together. Y'all been together 10 years, 15 years. I don't know. Hey, you could have gotten married again. Yeah, you got remarried. The Lovers is here. I'm trying to tell you, somebody old lover blocked. So location block. I feel like this indicates there's no chance for reconciliation. They're being foolish here. Yeah, they were trying to block a union. The Lovers came out in the invert, indicating that they were trying to aggressively block two people from that, that may be meant to be together from being together, or they were trying to cause discord here. The Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, some sort of bad luck, some sort of upheaval, disorder. This person is wild. Unwelcome change. Some sort of change was not welcomed here. It was not. It's an unwelcome change. Some sort of delay, some sort of setback. The Wheel of Fortune in a reverse. This could be an ex-husband. This could be a man that's never gotten married. Period. Wow. Maybe. Wow. There's something you could have locks in your hair. Locks in your hair. You can have pretty hair, divine feminine. You could be biracial. You could be so pretty, divine feminine. Your name could be Rachel. This could be your old boyfriend. They're clingy, not letting go. Not letting go. I mean, not letting go of some sort of plan to have you be denied love. This could be an alcoholic. Their name could be Frank. Drinking seems to be the only way that numbs their mental agony. This is a guy in some cases. I see a guy, there's a male and a female here. Two people. They were devious. This is the truth. Look at this man right here. He's an alcoholic. Look at this female. She tired. Okay. This could have been a couple that decided that they wanted to be devious towards the boss or the boss's wife. Yeah, I see releasing fear here, unveiling secrets, subsiding anxiety. This is the truth. You may have experienced some heavy anxiety here. You could be regaining your composure. Take it one day at a time here. Man, one day at a time here. Wow. October the 2nd. That's justice. This definitely could be your ex-husband, your ex-wife. They could have a divorce here. Wow. They're controlling. This person didn't want you to go on. They didn't want you to marry a good man or, you know, a more compatible mate. Your spirit animal could be the seal. You could be a Navy SEAL here. Wow, this is somebody that missed an opportunity here. Okay, this is somebody that may have let an opportunity with you slip through their fingers. Seizing opportunities. They got some regrets that they didn't seize the opportunity. They were being stagnant about a situation, uninspired to make a decision. They lacked some sort of enthusiasm. This person was focused on themselves. Period. They lost an opportunity. This is a female, this is a male. Or they want you to lose an opportunity. Be stagnant concerning love here. They want some sort of opportunity concerning love to be lost. Okay. Trey Songz. Don't he got a song called Lost Love or Jupiter Love? My goodness gracious. They want love to be lost. Some sort of opportunity for love to be lost in this situation. They were dragging their ass in some cases. And what they say, you snooze, you lose. You move your feet, you lose your seat. Period. Okay, period. They're a misfit. The misfit is devious. Ugh. Yep. It's a lot of energy I'm getting here. Yeah, we're in Pisces season. Criminal activity. The number 36. Your name could be George. You could be in New Jersey here. You could be a Taurus male. You could be very handsome. Boss daddy. Period. You may have married late. You may have married in your later years. Your 50s. Your 40s. Okay. 60s perhaps. Or somebody wanted you to have some sort of stagnancy regarding marriage. There are certain positions in Jupiter that will tell you that as well. Jupiter can tell you late marriage. Okay. Period. Certain positions can show this. Jupiter can show you this. Somebody may have intentionally wanted you to have some sort of stagnancy regarding marriage. Period. Wow. Lost opportunity. Somebody did not want you to be with the boss. Or they jealous because somebody could have just been jealous of the boss. Period. Wow. Jealous of the boss right here. They came after the boss's family, their wife, their partner perhaps. Oh my goodness. This could be the boss's child. Right here. Period. Didn't want the boss to remarry here. So this person could be getting sober here. Some sort of reality check, sobriety. They made a poor choice. They had some sort of... This person wanted you to have a lack of opportunities here. Or options. Or they own... That's pretty sad. Period. They could have a lack of choice here. Or now they're the ones that may have a lack of choice or options here. They could be, it's like some sort of, this person is like coming out of some sort of spell or some sort of drug-induced type of energy. I don't know what the hell they was on. They was on some weird stuff right here. It looks like they could be coming out of it now. Like, oh my goodness, you know, I wasn't right here. I wasn't right about how I handled this. Maybe they feel like they want to apologize. Maybe they thought about it. Some sort of this person could have retaliation. Yeah, they're getting some sort of reality check here. Sobriety. They could be getting sober here. This could be an alcoholic here that's made some bad choices. They may not have wanted their homeboy or their best friend to get married, remarried. This could be like a bachelor that didn't want his friend to go on to have a marriage here. Yeah, his beautiful bride. Their beautiful partner here. Take this message how it resonates. My goodness, yeah, they wanted the opportunity to be lost. This could be somebody that does heavy drugs. They needed some sort of reality. They're getting some sort of reality check. I'm picking up on Archangel Michael's energy. Archangel Gabriel is here. Gabriel is here as well. Yes, the energies will always match. Wow. So this person, I see the word escape, freedom, release. Could be an inmate. This could be mental. This person has something going on with them. It could have been some sort of drug that they were on. Energy that had taken over them. They could be getting sober here. Getting a reality check. Okay. They may be asking themselves, why do they want to see you have ruin regarding love? Why do they want you to have a lack of option concerning love? Why do they want you to be restricted concerning love? They were reckless. The King of Wands in a reverse again. It shows a devious person. They show prejudice here. Period. Literally. Wow. The Knight of Cups in the reverse, they did not want you to get something. Yep. Love. This is a female Leo. This is what it is. The number 9 is Jupiter. Jupiter is your masculine or a masculine. The masculine energy shows up as a boss. He shows up as a boss. He could be a doctor or a physician. The 8 of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, they got some sort of reality check. They're in the backfire. They got hit with reality. You can't stop nothing. Okay, no man don't stop my show. Okay, yeah, period. No, you don't. Go listen to T.I.'s song Motivation. Period. They were refusing to compromise. They were being stubborn, rigid. They wanted to be the last one. This person wanted to be the option, the only option. They tried to take away your freaking option. Like, who does that? Well, we see them as devious. Goodness gracious. Is this your father? Some sort of weird father situation? Divine union ignored. No, this is an ex-lover. In some cases. Evidence? Okay, period. They went to the crossroads in some people. This is a toxic woman in some cases. Divine masculine, this your ex. You grown. You grown and sexy. You can make your own choices here. Somebody try to take away your option to choose. Okay, I mean, that's what it's given. They try to take the power of your free will away from you. They're a fan of yours, a groupie. They keep coming out as some sort of fan or a groupie. Oh, secretary. You could be a secretary of a powerful company here. My goodness. Yeah, they wanted to be the last one standing. Period. This person tried to make you, and I hear the reader speak about it. Like, this is a devious guy that he tried to make Divine Feminine to settle for less. A selfish man who keeps the score here. You married a generous man who gives without measurement here. This selfish man wanted to be the only option for you, but it really wasn't it wasn't an option. This is some weird energy. Their immune system could be compromised. Wow. I see the 10 of Swords. Yeah, they got some sort of reality check. They sobering up here. Some sort of sobriety energy. Yeah, they try to interfere with something that's meant to be. Don't do that. They didn't want you to get Big Daddy, Big D, big dollars. There he go. Big Daddy, Big D, big dollars. He got that. He got it too, Divine Feminine. That's what they didn't want. They're jealous of. My goodness. Wow. The Golden Arch. You could have a beautiful wedding. Gold and white and yellow could be your theme colors. Your favorite colors could be orange and white, Divine Masculine. The orange and white shows sexuality. Divine Masculine shows up as clean. He's clean. He's clean here. He shows up as his intentions are on a level here. Damn, this could somebody from your camp that has a crush on. They had a crush on you, Divine Masculine. I'm not surprised they had a crush on you. Yeah, don't crush on you. There's a song called "Crush on You." Is that Lil' Kim? The Locks. Go look up that song, "Crush on You." My goodness. This person wanted to put you on the shelf and come back and get you later, basically. That's basically what it is. You see, you snooze, you lose. You move your feet, you lose your seat. This person like, I'll be damned. If I can't have my seat, nobody can. And nobody ain't gonna have no seat. There won't be no available options for a seat to be here. They tried it. They had a lack of empathy and a lack of self-control. They could have been under the influence of alcohol, drugs. They're in that devil energy. Lack of money. Poor financial control. Lack of opportunities. Lost opportunities. This could be their reality now. This could be why they're sobering up. They've had a reality check. It's not a game. You don't interfere with one's free will. That's dangerous. Michael Jackson got a song called Dangerous. So does Fred Mercury. My love is dangerous. You're not one to be trifled with here. My goodness. Wow. You could be so pretty too. It could have been they could have wanted to stop you or been jealous of you because of your financial opportunities here. How good something looks for you concerning finances. Damn, they could have got fired. Look at our Heavenly Father. The Page of Swords is our Heavenly Father. They could have got fired here. The Page of Pentacles in the reverse, that is not good. They could have lost a gift here, gift of money, a job, money, income. They could have lost a source of income. There's a lack of money here. Poor financial control. Lack of opportunities. Lost opportunities. They could have got hit in the area of their resources. This could be why they're sobering up here, wanting to come clean. I see the word tigers. You could play football, Divine Masculine. You could coach football. Maybe in Longwood. Yeah, they were insincere too. Wow. Someone that's lazy. I told you. Or maybe that was in my other video. The only thing that comes to a lazy man is a dream. Wow, they feel insecure here. This is a female. She's lazy. Okay, suspicious, lacks motivation, insecure, neglects her responsibilities. So we see a guy here and we see a female. Damn. They could have... Damn. Yes, this is the truth. Wow. You could be an Empress energy, female Taurus, female Libra, female Virgo, female Scorpio, female Pisces. Wow. The Empress is here with the Hierophant indicating a marriage. I feel like the Empress with the Hierophant can show your connection to our Heavenly Father. Okay? Somebody may have tried to interfere with the free will of one of God's children here. My goodness. Woo! Your name could be Tony. I'm getting the tiger. The tiger could be your spirit animal. Somebody tried to control somebody that was uncontrollable or can't control this person. Some birds are not meant to be caged. They try to cage a bird that's not meant to be caged. Period. Wow. There's something about freedom fighter. Freedom fighters. Yes. You could be an older individual here. Your name could be Jesse. You could be in Mississippi. The house of material possessions. The second house. With the sun energy. Wealthy person is here. Yeah, you can't control this energy. I don't know. They were foolish. Yeah. They had to be. I feel like they were under some sort of substance here. It had them in a grip. Some sort of deep illusion. It had them being very deceptive. I was watching a video about the crack epidemic back in the 80s. And the lady, you know, she cleaned herself up. But she was like, oh my God, I was a whole different type of being when I was smoking that crack. She would do things that with total disregard for human life. She spoke about it in the video here. She was mean. I believe she even admitted to being so mean. Okay, period. My goodness gracious. This definitely could be somebody that could potentially be on some sort of hard drug here or alcohol. It kind of took over them. But they show up as devious. It just may be they're just who they are. So I see the number 49. Instability concerning the masculine. Number 49. This is a male, female, they're not stable. Could be a drug addiction that's got them out here kind of being like a cowboy, wild coyote type. It made them be bold here. No fear for no fear for the unseen. No fear for the unseen. Like they wasn't even scared of the angels, the archangels. Dang, maybe they wasn't even thinking about it. My goodness gracious. The 12th house in the reverse, that's Pisces energy. Some sort of action they took did not go unnoticed in the spirit. It didn't. In the spirit, it did not go unnoticed. The unseen saw it. They targeted a single person here. They didn't want her to get married, or they had an issue with her being married, or they're jealous of this boss daddy, and they came at his wife. They talked about her, or they talked about his family. The Queen of Wands in the reverse. The Queen of Wands in the reverse can show a sister as well. She shows up as somebody that's lazy as hell here. Insecure. It's all about her body right here. The Queen of Wands in the reverse is a dark practitioner. This is the voodoo priestess right here. Queen of Wands in the reverse. She could be tired. We saw that earlier. Exhausted. Let's see what else is here, and let's go ahead and close this out. They didn't take into consideration the unseen realms. Okay. No. Wow. Maybe they felt abandoned here. I see no abandoned. You were not abandoned. Maybe they felt like God abandoned them, or there was no abandonment with nightmares. They can't get out of something they started here. There's a price to pay for something they've done here. No abandonment. You can't get out of this. They could be having some sort of anxiety, paranoia, unable to sleep. Damn, they could be getting their ass, like, spirit could be kicking this person's ass. Like, ooh, look at this. Some sort of energy. They could have sucked out some bad, dark energy here. It went back to them. Ooh, they could be having some sort of issue resting or sleeping. Dang, something's... this devious person, God knows how to handle these people. That's why he says vengeance belongs to him. I see the word yes. This is like the baddest of the baddest right here. This is a guy. This guy is getting... he is bad. He is real bad here. He tried to take away your option to choose. That's like playing God. Period. My goodness. The Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles in a reverse. The Page of Wands in a reverse. So they got some sort of lost opportunities concerning their finances, also their passions. They could have erectile issues. Page of Wands in a reverse. They could have a lack of desire for sex, or their hormonal levels could be kind of up and down. They could be having some sort of issues with dysfunction regarding that. I see the word yes. Dang. The Queen of Cups in a reverse. The Queen of Cups in the reverse, the Queen of Cups in the upright. This could have been a copycat divine feminine that is realizing the error of their ways here. Wow, no infiltration. Leave the chosen one alone here. No infiltration. No. Period. They show up as a dark energy here, darker energy, spiritually darker energy. Fallen angel, fallen energy here. Dang. This could be a reptilian starseed. They could have a lack of empathy, cold-hearted. This person may need money to buy drugs. Yes. Wow. They could want you to give them money to buy drugs. You could be single, self-sufficient, independent. You may be meant to be married at some point here. That's just what it's given. Maybe later in life. Some people marry young, some people marry older. Okay. Yeah, I see the cat. You can't tame this cat. We see the bird. They try to tame a bird. They try to cage a bird that's not meant to be caged. Can't control no cat. This could be an out of control female that's highly promiscuous and has a lot, she lay down with anybody. Scary. My goodness. Ooh, you could be in Missouri. Your name could be Jude. Yeah. Wow. They wanted you to give them money to get some sort of, to feed a habit here. Or, this is kind of sad if you think about it. It's kind of sad, you know, people that, I see the word hopeless. Addiction is serious right here. This is a serious addiction right here. Period. It's almost like the energy kind of wants to shift towards feeling sorry for them. But we can't feel sorry for them. They made their choice. Yeah, I see the word soulmate, hopeful. Yeah, you have a soulmate. Just understand that. So there's a drug addict that may have tried to interfere with the way that was supposed to happen here. They need money. They're at their breaking point. They may actually have the nerve or audacity to ask you for money after trying to ruin you here. They burnt the bridge. That's why they say don't burn bridges. You never know if you're going to need a person. What they say, make sure you never need me again before you burn the bridge. Yeah, there's Archangel Michael right here. They can't come back from a bridge. Michael is here, so it's a problem. Yeah, it's a big problem. You may like the rapper Ace Hood. Yeah, something happening today. Some sort of reality check, sobriety. They could be getting clean here. Okay, they could be in rehab here. They could be confessing to a preacher or somebody in a rehab center about some chilling stuff they've done out here. Nosy eavesdropping. They may have us. I see a dog here. Yeah, they may have been highly promiscuous. And they lack wisdom. Self-control as well. Somebody couldn't control themselves. This feels like a prostitute that has a strong drug addiction. Yeah. They may have gossip about you. The number 4 shows this a female, this a guy. 2 females, 1 guy. My goodness. They may have tried to attack you in the spirit. The number 4 shows us them being kind of sick here. The sickness is some sort of drug addiction, insecurity that they have, lack of faith. They're just devious. They didn't want you to get something. The love of your life. You may like the singer Erykah Badu. Erykah Badu, Love of My Life by Erykah Badu. Oh my goodness gracious, have mercy. This could be an unrequited lover that kind of went berserk on you. They kind of left, they missed some sort of opportunity. They fumbled the opportunity. They tried to control the narrative. They got a fragile sense of identity here. Poor personal boundaries here. Period. They were mean here. The King of Swords. This could be your baby father. Take this message how it resonates. You went on and bossed up and married a real man. Okay, period. He wallowing in the troughs with the prostitutes. Period. He tried to hurt you here. He was devious towards you here. Take the message how this resonates. Okay, period. He overlooked your spiritual team. They overlooked God here. They overlooked the archangels. They overlooked the ancestors. Period. They wanted you to miss out on the love of your life. The Empress. This is an Empress in a reverse. Queen of Pentacles in a reverse. Queen of Cups in a reverse. This is an unfit mother in some cases. The Empress in the reverse shows us this. They were talking about you. We see gossip. Meanwhile, they needed money to buy drugs. Period. This is somebody who wanted to. This is a controlling, narcissistic individual that wanted to control the narrative in the life of somebody that they shouldn't have been worried about in the first place. Control yourself. You know, collective? The Knight of Wands in the reverse is here. It's here twice. It shows them being very reckless. You're not attached to this person. You're not even with them in some cases. You're not with them anymore. Yeah, you don't want them back. They're a fake flexer. Period. The word yes is here. My goodness gracious. So we see an Empress in a reverse. That's not a. If you think about the Empress in the reverse, she's not fertile. She shows up here as the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, somebody that's lazy. The Queen of Cups in the reverse, emotionally manipulative. The Queen of Wands in the reverse can show a dark witch. Period. My goodness. She's not nurturing as well. The Empress in the reverse can show us this. Okay. They could be highly promiscuous. The Queen of Wands in the reverse, she's the most promiscuous one in the entire community. Queen of Wands in the reverse. She's the hot pocket. We see her here as the Queen of Wands in the reverse. Period. She's definitely in the backfire here. She could be seeing spirits, entities. She could be talking to these things here. She could be a conjurer. We see her as the Queen of Wands in the reverse. Dark witch. Period. There's something about the leaven and bread here. Leviticus. You could be reading the book of Leviticus. Leaven and bread here. The leaven and bread here. The Sabbath. This could be your rest day here. My goodness. The man. Wow. You could be the man here. The divine mouse queen. You could be that guy, the boss daddy here. You could be a sailor in a navy or rescue team here, water rescue. Yeah, wow. 714. You could be a Cancer. 714 with a 2 of Cups and a King of Cups is a Cancer here. Cancer rules the 4th house. Cancer can show you the feminine side, the woman side. Don't Cancer represent the mother side of the family? The mothers and the family. Go look that up. Is this your mother? A mother figure in your family? Possible. Your baby mama? Oh my goodness gracious. You could be 29 years old. Magician in the reverse is a dark witch, warlock. They're on the heavy ass judgment right here. Yeah, trying to cause this major imbalance, injustice. It's possible that they were trying to cause an injustice. That's what it's given. They didn't want you to be with the love of your life here. The word yes is here. Told you she's the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Woo. Someone who is lazy, lacks motivation, insecure, and neglectful of her responsibilities. Period. They're not receptive. They show up as cold-hearted here. Period. Damn. They definitely are feeling the effects of the backfire here. They're definitely feeling the effects of the backfire here. Your name could be Paige. You could be in Albany. Is it Georgia? Yeah. This is somebody who wanted to keep you as some sort of option, and they wanted to be available to always have you as just that, some sort of option. And they were trying to control the narrative in the life of somebody who they only saw as some sort of option. They're a creep. That's creepy. That's low vibrational. That is sick. This is a sick person. My goodness. They show up as the 6th house. 6th house can show somebody being sick. The 6th house rules the house of health. They sick. Period. Our Heavenly Father is watching His world. Period. Your name could be Crystal. Your name could be Jason. You could be an earth angel. You could have occult and extraterritorial knowledge. You could be stepping into your spiritual power. Yeah. Yeah, they want to make amends here. They could be hesitant though. They could be scared. It's like, I don't know how they're going to... There's something about the football team, the Eagles. You may like that football team. Is there a football team, the Eagles? Go look it up. Is it Philadelphia? I'm not really sure. They coming through pretty strong. It's like they... Once you see... Once you see Archangel Michael out here, you have no other option than to proceed with extreme caution. They could be scared to approach you to make something right just for fear. But they know they have to. They may never. Yeah. They may have tried to terrorize the Earth Angel because they didn't want the Earth Angel to have any options to be flourishing and thriving here. It's weird behavior. This is a drug addict, drunk, alcoholic, substance abuse user here. They could be on some hard drugs. Copying your style. Somebody copying your style. Hidden agenda. They were trying to bask in the glow of an Earth Angel. 12th house reveals it. Mirroring. They try to mirror the energy of a light worker here. Earth Angel. You and your partner could be having dinner tonight. Enjoy your dinner. Period. Wow, this could be a guy divine masculine. The house of work reveals it. They're unhealed. The planet of healing, Chiron. Period. Wow. 10th house shows a betrayal. 610, this is the message. Gemini's betrayal. Gemini betrayed Virgo. They're both ruled by the planet of communications, Mercury. Wow. The 6th house with Virgo, this person done, they're dark. This person done dark spells here. 6th house with Virgo. Virgo rules the 6th house. It can show witchcraft. Witchcraft was done. Period. By somebody very unhealed. Could be a guy. 12th house reveals a guy. They could be a foreigner. Sun reveals what's done in the dark coming to the light. 12th house revealing a foreigner here, doing dark spells here. Period. To create a challenge for you to have a new beginning. The dark spell was, the challenge was the dark spell to create, well, the challenge was the dark spell in an attempt for you not to have a new beginning. With a new man, they wanted you to surrender through battle. 12th house reveals it. This is dark spells. Look at the number 8. It can show dark spells. Period. They may have been doing some dangerous witchcraft here. The number 48. The number 48 with the 6th house, which is ruled by Virgo, can show dark spell work. This person may have sent out death magic. This drug addict, this prostitute, they may have done some sort of dark spell work here. They have split personality here. Okay, yeah, that's that Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde type of energy. Period. That could show them being under some sort of influence, or when they get drunk, you can see their whole face change. You'd be like, "Ooh, I was just talking to you," and like they look totally different when they start drinking, or when they get high. Period. My goodness. Wow. Give you the chills. It's enough to give you the chills right here. This person need to chill right here. They may need to get off drugs. They could be in some rehab or sobriety or rehab center. This could be an out of control Pisces with an out of control Libra that attacked the Virgo. They attacked the Leo here. They're facing the consequences. They were chasing some sort of thrill. They're facing the consequences today. Current energy. Look at the consequences. Big Daddy, Saturn, the Lord of Karma. Oh, they were a psychopath. They're suffering in silence. Okay, period. You encountered a psychopath? Here. They're facing the consequences of their actions today. And then we see the Lord of Karma, Saturn. He's going to bring in, you need to be disciplined here. Okay. So you need some sort of discipline. Okay. It looks like you need some sort of responsibilities, or the discipline is gonna, some sort of discipline could be, hey, gotta tighten up on your responsibilities now. The money tight now. Now you gotta be more responsible. Big Daddy Saturn came through. Period. Now you had difficulty. You had some sort of difficulties restraining yourself here. Oh, well, now you don't have any choice but to be disciplined here. They could go to jail. They had a lack of self-control. They could have tender bones. Their bones could be brittle. They could be fragile and weak. They lack some sort of maturity here. My goodness gracious. They could be sick here. It's obvious. You don't want to. There's rules and regulations. There's rules and regulations here. You don't want to follow the rules, okay? There's gonna be consequences. Yeah. Okay. The Lord of Karma, Saturn, he steps in. Period. Somebody was sexually not disciplined. Saturn with Leo can show us this. Out here doing dark ass spells on people. That's weird behavior. Somebody who wanted to look like you, Divine Feminine, but they filthy. Some sort of copycat. Dang. Dang, they were pretty bold. We see Aries. Aries can show us somebody bold. It could show a bully. Somebody that'll come up on you, run up on you. They could just run up on people. They don't think. Aries can show us this. They didn't think before they ran up on you. Damn. They thought it was sweet. Run up on you. This a bully. They're bully. This bully is getting taught a lesson here. Everybody can't be played with. Ooh-wee. They met Archangel Michael. Okay, period. This could be a out of control Sagittarius. Wow, you could have your North Node in the zodiac sign of Leo. Go study your birth chart here. The planet of love, Venus, is here. Oh, you could be so nice. I mean, Venus can show a bougie person. What did Offset say? I'm rich and I'm bougie, so bitch don't get near. Okay, that's Venus. It's not being cocky or arrogant. That's Venus's energy. Okay, she represents wealth. Venus is wealth. Period. Don't touch. Get back. Yeah. It's for everybody's safety here. You could have a headache here. Take care of yourself, Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine. Somebody may have thought because they may have tried to take advantage. They ran up on the wrong one. It looks like. Maybe in the spirit they tried you. They may have tried to run up on you in the spirit. I seen a lady try to run up on me in the spirit the other day. She literally charged at me like, want to fight me. I've had this happen to me multiple times. Maybe you have as well. Multiple times. And sometimes it be readers. I've seen a few readers. And they came at me in the spirit. It's like, wow. My goodness. Wow. You may see people try to attack you in the spirit. Okay. 12th house can show this. 12th house is you. You seeing this person coming at you in the spirit. They may call you names, charge at you, attack you. Period. Wow. You could be very pretty here. It just keeps coming out very handsome. You got a boss. You the boss. Period. I've seen multiple readers. What's up with these readers attacking people in the spirit? You got a nerve to sit on their platform. Okay. Talking about how somebody is so wicked and treacherous. No, you're the wicked, treacherous one here. Okay, period. And you'll be surprised who they are. I see 111. The collective is manifesting. Money. Powerful manifestors here. Your name could be Jerry. My goodness. This is a female. They're in dark Saturn's energy. They are rebellious. Dark Saturn. Damn. This could be an Aquarius female. February 11th, Aquarius female. Could be a Scorpio female. November the 8th. Aquarius and Scorpio. Now, if they want to be bad, they can be bad. If anybody want to be bad, they can be bad. Period. These you may have encountered a lot of witches, warlocks here. You may have encountered some witches and warlocks. Yep. Try to run up on you in the spirit. I see Metatron, Archangel Metatron, the spiritual records. There go that baby, Divine Feminine. You could be pregnant. You could be pregnant here. You know, I was just walking through, I'm just walking through, minding my business. And there she go. I think I said, hey, sister. And she charged at me. I'm like, damn. And then I just woke up. Okay. It's crazy out here, collective. Let's go ahead and close this out. Yeah, it's about that 10 of Pentacles. The 10 of Pentacles, it comes with the boss daddy. Somebody was like hell-bent on trying to stop you from getting this to be your reality. I see the colors green and orange. Oh, green and orange. That's a sexy ass, wealthy ass, clean ass, masculine. Period. You could have Libra and Saturn. They messed up if you got Libra and Saturn. If you got Libra anywhere in your birth chart, my goodness, they messed up. Libra rules justice. The strength is a yes. You got a strong emperor here. Damn, your soulmate could be a Libra or a Leo male. Dang. This is the truth. They have Libra, Leo in their natal chart. Wow. Your name could be Nathan. Your soulmate could be a Taurus. May the 5th Taurus man. That shows the wealth. He's attractive. He's ruled by Venus as well. Period. So yeah, the 10 of Pentacles with the Ace of Pentacles. It's just meant to be. It's just meant to be. Yeah, it's just meant to be. The Ace of Pentacles with the 10 of Pentacles. Somebody just didn't want to let it be. Okay. So they're facing the consequences today. Wow. You could have a tattoo of an angel. Divine Masculine is a King of Pentacles. He's a King of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, the Emperor with the strength. Damn, you got a wealthy ass soulmate. Yep. We see the contract here. This could be your connection to God here. Period. At the end of the day. Somebody came for one of God's children. Wow. You could be 34 years old. 34-year-old Scorpio. Ooh. Your soulmate could be a Scorpio. You want a partner that got Scorpio. you need that Scorpio. Scorpios will fight to the death for their loved ones. You're not messing with their husband. You're not messing with their wife. They'll cut your throat. I mean, viewer discretion advised. They could psychologically destroy you. They don't have to shed blood. My goodness gracious. Your name could be Tanya. Tanya. October the 3rd, Libra. You could be a Libra. Your soulmate could be a Scorpio. I like that combination. Leo and Scorpio and Libra. Maybe Leo and Libra. I like that combination too. You could be 25 years old. My goodness. Wow, the 10 of Cups with the 10 of Pentacles. There's a family here. There's a wealthy family here. I don't know. This could be like a drug addict in your family that kind of crashed out here. They could be getting sober here. This could be your ex that crashed out here. They made some bad decisions with some stuff they've done out here. This could be somebody that just thought that it was a game to play with you and keep you as some sort of option. Take the message how it resonates. That didn't go well. I see Anubis here. Anubis, he guides the souls of the deceased to the underworld where their hearts are weighed. Somebody got to get, somebody could have, there could be like I don't know if they're a drug addict, their heart could be heavy here. Their heart could break the scale right here. This is a female, there's a guy. So it's two people at least. They twisted. They were twisted here. You see this grown ass man shows up as a baby in the spirit. He shows up as a little boy in the spirit. A little baby soul. Okay, my goodness gracious. You could outrank this person, these people. You could outrank them. Let's see what else is here. That's what it's given. That's what it's given. It's kind of like, it's almost like you could feel sorry for them. Don't feel sorry for these people. Yeah, I see the word blade. And they was willing to cut you. That's why you can't feel sorry for them. They were willing to cut you here. You can't feel sorry for them. Your name could be Serene. Your name could be Irene. You may like that movie, Me, Myself, and Irene with Jim Carrey. Somebody got multiple personalities here. Wow. Wow. I'm hearing that song, I Will. Is that Usher? I'll pay a penny for your thoughts. A nickel for your kiss. I will. You got a soulmate here. They wealthy, baby. Period. They could be in Atlanta, Georgia currently. Yeah. Side by side or miles apart. A friend like you stays close to my heart. You may have met them already. You may be with them. Period. Let's go ahead and close this out. Side by side or miles apart. A friend like you stays close to my heart. This could be your sister here. She could be on some serious ass drugs out here. Let's go ahead and close this out. Wow. Ancestors are here. Your name could be Vivian. Thank you, Father God, for the ancestors. Look, 1111. I told you, ancestors. There's a need for us to remain positive and optimistic. You could have you could be brave. Be brave. You could be in Atlanta. You could like the singer Alanis Morissette. She's a Gemini. She has a song called You Oughta Know. This could be like a vengeful, karmic, feminine. I want you to know I'm very happy for you. Okay, you look peaceful. I wish nothing but the best for you both. Okay, that's what she's saying. Go listen to that song, You Oughta Know. Yeah, the number 28, this energy is current. Yeah. What did she say in that song? Are you thinking of me when you fuck her? Okay, period. Dang. This could have been somebody you left back in 2012, 2021, 2022. You haven't been with for 4 years. 1 to 17 years in some cases. They're masculine energy. And some of these people are older. 49 years old is here. Your name could be Abigail Stewart. You could be a flight attendant. 616. They show up as an enemy. Okay. An enemy's betrayal. Yes. 11110. 616 is an enemy's betrayal. Period. This is a hot pocket. 817. They could be flaming. Not their sexuality, but their sexual consumption or need for it. They could have an addiction. Sex addiction. Period. They can't control themselves. 99999. They could be highly promiscuous. OMG. The year 2020 is here. 2013 is here. 2009. 1999. You could be 30 years old. 39 years old. 35 is here. You could be in your 40s. 44-year-old male. 33-year-old female. The ancestors are here for these light workers here. These light workers are wealthy. They're meant to marry bosses. They are the boss. Two bosses. Power couple. Wow. The Akashic Records. Spiritual library. This went into the Akashic Records. My goodness. 2023 is here. 2022. 1978 is here. Wow. 1988. You could be 29 years old. You could be older. 67 is here. You could be younger. 22, 28, 21. Wow. Ooh. This went into the Akashic Records right here. The Akashic Records, it's like the spiritual library. Okay? It's like the archangels. They can just pull up our records. Literally. Just pull up our records. My goodness gracious. Yeah, this is an Empress in a reverse. I don't know if this is your baby mama. She might be. She's insecure. They got a lack of confidence. This is somebody not taking care of their responsibilities. Yeah, moving forward, let's go ahead and close this out. What they watching? They still watching you. They doing something on this device here. Making fake accounts. Okay? They don't got no motion. They still may be trying to force something here. They got a lack of direction here. Lack of self-control. This is an aggression. This person is a bully. They block their own prosperity. They're starting the star energy in the reverse can show somebody not healed. Look at them on the phone. This is a man and a woman. They could be working together here. They both could be making fake accounts. They both could be lurking, stalking. Here. Yes. Period. Maybe 1 year. That's creepy. Period. I told you this is a Queen of Wands in a reverse. She's for the streets. Wow. She seduction. Okay, she's considered the 304 of the zodiac. Okay, she would be considered like the prostitute type. She want to fight you. Ew. Look, fulfilling a fantasy. This could be a guy that likes these type of women. This is his fantasy. Prostitutes. Okay. Yeah, he wanted to keep you as some sort of option because he was out there fulfilling fantasies with prostitutes. Okay. He could have married a prostitute, got caught up with a prostitute out here. Period. He got burnt by one. Let's see what else is here. Who out here sleeping without who out here fucking prostitutes without no condom? My goodness. Don't do that. I mean, god dang, you gotta be wild. You gotta be one of the wild boys. Yeah, you gotta really not love you really don't love yourself. Like you really got some sort of a desire for punishment. Why don't you just upgrade yourself here and go get you a dominatrix that'll spank you, okay, professionally. Okay, upgrade yourself here. This person has forbidden desires. They could be a Scorpio in that lower energy. Yeah, Page of Cups in the reverse reveals it. Predatory behavior. This could be a man that has a he like the girls out there that's scrolling the app. Okay. You were not his type. You're not her type. Period. You're too clean for this person. You're too clean. You're not finna fight here. We don't see you as fighting here. You're not finna fight with these fools. You're not. This is a foolish devil. The devil is foolish. Okay. They have a fear of change. Yeah. Restricted options. Failed negotiations. They tried to cause you to have some sort of restricted options. Lack of activity. It looks like there was some sort of attempt to get this person to be thinking in the right direction. It looks like that fell through. At some point there was a failure to get through to this person. They was trying to force something and they could still be trying to force. What are they trying to force? An ending. The death in the reverse. This is an abusive predator. This predator is abusive, but a predator can show abuse. The death in the reverse is somebody that will habitually abuse somebody. This could be like a guy that abuses his wife. The devil in the reverse. Our Heavenly Father saved you from something here. They were greedy. They could be trying to go to rehab here. My goodness. They could have got evicted. Wow. They could have lost a job. They're experiencing hardship here. Look at the house in the reverse. They could have got evicted. This could be an ex-husband of yours. They was all up in your business. Wow. They didn't want you to let go of them or forget about them. They were out there wallowing in the troughs. My goodness. Maybe they picked up a prostitute that became some sort of rival to you. Okay, I don't know what she thought she was. I don't know what she thought. Both of them was kind of twisted. This could be like a sick couple. Yeah. The Eight of Cups. with the Tower in the reverse. Our Heavenly Father, especially with the Devil in the reverse, he saved you from a twisted couple here. Some twisted people right here. She's the Empress in the reverse. He shows us the King of Cups. He shows up here as the King of Cups in the reverse. Emotionally unstable. Instability concerning their emotions. They didn't want to leave something alone. Okay, leave that person alone. They're not even bothering you. There was an attempt to bully here. Yeah, it's weird behavior. They out there wallowing in the troughs with the street girls. They were unrealistic here and arrogant. Period. Arrogant. Let's go ahead and close this out here, collective. Take what you need. Take what you need. Your name could be Donna. Donovan. Your name could be John. Period. Yeah. The archangels are here. I see Michael pretty strong. Period. You could be a Sagittarius female. You could be somebody that's actually anointed by God. Okay. Anointed by God here. That's a divine act of setting someone apart for a specific sacred purpose. Empowering them with the Holy Spirit for service, healing, or leadership. This who they were devious towards. A very healthy relationship, that is foreign. That's foreign to these people. I see the color orange. That's not foreign. That shows the sexual energies. They can have an overactive sexual sacred chakras. Yeah. I see the color white here. Yeah, they could act innocent. But that's just an act. They could be an actor. You could be in Washington here. You could like oranges. Period. Our Heavenly Father knows our needs. I see doorways. The doorway is here. The doorway and the threshold. Spirits. There are spirits that pause or pass through at dawn, dusk, or at 3 a.m. They pass through the doorways here at 3 a.m. Different spirits. They pause and pass at different doorways and thresholds. Period. I remove the old like dust from my soul. Everything that interferes leaves my life. The words spoken, the power is activated. What is mine remains. You encountered a malevolent starseed. In some cases here. They could be a Taurus. Taurus in the reverse. They block the energy of prosperity for themselves here. Taurus in the reverse can show us this. Wow. Collective, take what you need from this message and leave the rest. God bless you.